Oh, have I got something exciting coming up now? It's exciting for me anyway. I'm going to be painting William Shatner and Adrian's Med from T.J. Hooker. But it's going to be something very specific. It's going to be Shatner and Med jumping and rolling around all over the place, like they did in every episode. And there's like 3 or 4 instances of them doing it in the opening credits. But I've got something else. You can watch the credits with me first before I drop them. This is so exciting. Look at this. Look at this. Let's hit play. Here we go. Classic theme tune. Jump and a roll. Wasn't even Shatner. I just love this show. It's so good. Look at that on the bonnet. Every good cop should do that. Here comes Med. Oh, and he'll just roll over. He was not very good at that. Beefcake though, eh? I love it. I love it. I think here comes Shatner again. He's going to do some running. There he goes. Run, jump! That's what I do when I miss the bus. She did nothing in this show. Rubbish. Classic boss. I'm going to play the whole of this theme tune. It's so good. It's Med again jumping terribly. So there we go. That's so exciting, isn't it? I better get my gear set up. I'm going to start doing some drawing. See you in a minute. Right then. Got all my paints sorted. I'm ready to go with Shatner and Med running and rolling and jumping. Rolling. I've been more excited about the video thing in the intro than actually working out the painting. So these might be like really bad. I took some screenshots. So the first one is looking up and you've got Shatner jumping across a gap from one roof to another, which happened a lot in TV cop shows in the 80s and 70s. They were so good, these shows. I loved them. I watched a fair bit of T.J. Hooker recently, and it's great. It really is. It's really good. The cops are so right-wing. We got to clean up our streets of drugs. It's always the drug war. Or there's predators out for children. Although, interestingly, I watched one where there was a religious nutter in it, basically. So the best way I could describe him, which kind of is a bit of a surprise for a show that, I think kind of appealed to right-wing America. But, it's just showing, religion gone wrong. But ultimately, politics aside, it's just a really entertaining show. Shatner's great in it. Med's all right as well. There's the rookie who Shatner is mentoring. He's all right too. And every episode, you're going to get a bit where Smed's going, Hooker, I'm scared. And Shatner's the one who'll be like, don't worry, I'll get you through this. I'm experienced, I know what to do. What I do like is there's always a little element where Shatner's slightly unhinged. There's a bit in one of the episodes where there's drug dealers who were selling drugs to kids at a school from out of a sandwich van. I know of this, that this happens in real life. It has done. But he catches them. The one of the schools he's telling them at, his daughter goes there. And there's a big chase at the end. And I'll be painting a little scene from that chase in this video. And right at the end, he catches one of the bad guys and he's got hold of him. He's going, resist arrest, come on, resist arrest. He just wants to deck him. And they're having to pull Hooker off. It's great. I've already done the first one now. They're because they're only small, so they're rather easy. But that's Hooker jumping from roof to roof, and this is when Hooker's landed on the opposite roof, and he's doing a roll. Can't tell in the credits if it is Shatner or not. I don't think it's Shatner jumping across. It may be Shatner doing the forward roll, though. Because he gets up at the end and it does look like him. It's not some guy wearing a bit of padding and a wig. So, I think T.J. Hooker might be my favourite American cop show of the 80s. Purely because of Shatner. He's a pro. He's really good. He's kind of funny. Although it's not far from a comedy show, there has you always get a wisecrack in it. And there's something about him, about Shatner. I'm not even sure I can't tell if he's a good actor or not, because he's incredibly charismatic, and so you're watching Shatner, he's a proper film star, in the same way that all the big film stars, you watch them and you're watching a film star. You're watching Clooney, Depp, whatever. They're not necessarily someone who inhabits the role so much that you forget who they are. You're watching a film star, and when you watch this, you're watching Shatner. There's no two ways about it. And he's just I find him a very likeable actor to watch. So this is not my best one. So that's not too bad. A forward roll. It's the first time I've ever painted someone doing a forward roll. So that's fun. There we go. His hand's going to be there. He's got his gun. Light his gun. This is so silly. Oh dear me. Oh, it's just his hand. And there's a hand here. It's just a weird blob on the floor in this. You pause the video and you get funny shapes. So there we go. That's them two already. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Great theme tune. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. There's another, I can fit another Shatner in here. I think I might do that. Other cop shows that were great. Starsky and Hutch, obviously, was brilliant. Does anyone remember Hunter? I was a fan of Hunter. It's on YouTube. I've been frightened to watch that one in case it's terrible. One of his things is that he had a gun that was even bigger than Shatner's and bigger than Dirty Harry's Magnum. Magnum was great. Technically not a cop show, a detective show. Magnum was fantastic. Again, Tom Selleck, charismatic actor. You watch the show for Tom Selleck. He was great. He was great. And he had another thing that a lot of the good cop shows have, brilliant sidekicks. Tom Selleck had Rick and TJ with his helicopter. And one thing I've learned on Blue Sky the past couple of days, there's a Magnum episode with our own Bruce Forsyth in it. Good game. I think it was on ITV4 recently, so I'm going to have a look at the ITV player in a bit and see if I can rewatch it. Apparently, Brucey was over there for like about 6 months in America, filming a game show there, trying to make it big, and he ended up on Magnum. Rick goes on the game show that Bruce is hosting. So yeah, I have to see this, don't I? Have to see it. So yeah, Magnum was a big favourite actually, and the great car, really great car in that Ferrari. What else? The Air Team. Used to love the Air Team as a kid. I felt like that went on way too long though. Got really silly. I know it's silly anyway, but either it got really silly or it just went on too long. But that was good. Knight Rider. I'm going kind of off cop shows now, aren't I? But your general, American action show that were they were for kids, but grown-ups liked them as well. They were just solid entertainment. About 48 minutes with adverts. It was an hour. Put it on, you watch it for an hour. Saturday nights, and eventually they became like Sunday afternoon fare, didn't they? They were just really, really good. And I kind of miss that type of TV program. Fortunately for the internet, I can like just get on YouTube and watch one. But I'd like to see a return. I don't think we will ever see a return and stuff like that. But they were great fun. Right. Shatner. I might not paint him. I don't know if I've got enough room for him. Maybe might be able to fit him down here. But here's the big Shatner painting now. We're gonna go full face. Will it look like him when I've done it? Well, does anything I paint look like the subject when I've done it? Sometimes, yes, not always. That doesn't matter, does it? I mean, is it ever going to look like him when I paint like this, for God's sake? So that's his face. And I'm not going to fit Zmed in on this page. So, Zmed, sorry, love, you're out. That's one hand. The hand of Shatner. Here's another one. This thumb. That'll do. It's an approximation. Right, let's give him some hair. I really want to watch one now. Was it already a wig, do you think? At this point in Shatner's life? I think it might have been. He's got a very thick head of hair. And if you're wondering what he's doing here, he's from the scene you saw earlier. He's on the bonnet of a car. This is the one I mentioned where at the end he's saying, resist arrest, resist arrest. This is that episode. The the great thing with the credits and the first series, you realise the way that television works. They'd made the full series before it went to air, so all the stuff you see in the credits is from the forthcoming show. So let's get all that in. Now I've not done his badge and symbols and that's all in white. I've got a white pen that I might try, see if I can do it in that, because I think you need the badges, the uniform. It's a bit weird this. I love the uniform that they wear as well. I remember watching one and one of the episodes, and I just thought, they look so good in that uniform. Can I get one for myself? There's something homoerotic going on here. That tune is going to be in my head all day long, and maybe yours as well. I do apologise, but it's good. It's good. Right, I'm gonna don't always do the contouring of the face. Sometimes you put the details on, but I'm gonna add some of this shadow. Yeah, it worked. Okay. I'm going to go over this bit again. Needs to be darker. Done my first pass. You can see me. I'm getting into it now. I'm thinking. Stop laughing, and now I'm thinking, I could make this good actually. Feel free to skip or change the playback speed. Shame on you if you do though. This is gold here. Artistic gold. Right, so it's getting nice and dark and extremely wet. Some really, really light paper. Not made for putting watercolour on, but I love it. I love using this paper. It's the light notepads, not sketchbooks, just the standard notepad. Yeah, and I really enjoy using them. Certainly one of my favourite things to to paint on. Favourite surfaces. Right, now let's get Hooker's face in. I'm at the stage now where I'm not bothered if this doesn't look like Shatner. I've moved beyond that now. I'm just painting an image. I will also, of course, be very pleased if it does look like Shatner. But sometimes I think the very fact that I just say, this is Shatner, is enough. Nose, there's a bit of nose here. I'm not painting that in. I'll just paint that in. That. Good. Yes. I just looked in the. Sometimes it looks funny when you actually see it in the display. You're seeing it on the screen. I look at the paper, I'm too into it, and then I look up and like, that's what it looks like. The art should give you pleasure like this. It should. It's more important than getting a perfect image, perfect likeness. Just paint. I mean, I have double the fun because I quite enjoy making these videos as well. I enjoy painting, and then I just enjoy talking shite as I make them. He doesn't look very angry, does he? He's like, "Way, I'm riding on the bonnet of a car. Whoa, look at me." Come on, Shatters. Look angry. Well, I think if I put his teeth in, now drawing teeth in, you definitely take it into caricature mode if you're not careful. And I'm not careful. So let's draw those teeth. I'm going to use a smaller brush for it. Do I want it to look silly? Of course I do. It already is. So let's get those teeth in. It makes all the difference. Oh, that's great. Now let's darken his hair in places. This weird patchy look. Go and actually go over it all, but it's still darker in some bits. Right, let's do some indication of fingers. Getting proper Bob Ross here now, aren't I? We're just little lines that kind of just signify us, aren't they? Look like he's got paws. Got lion's paws. Now, it's all a bit wetty and I want to work on it a bit, so a bit of my tissue. Just soak some of the wet paint up. Yes, it makes it patchy. Don't matter, does it? Not to me, it doesn't. Interesting texture as well, so that's fun. Right, let's try this pen for the white bit. So it's Posca pen. Can you see that? Now, I always struggle with these, I must admit. I don't get on with them. But we'll see. We'll see anyway. Am I even getting any paint out of this? You have to kind of... Okay, I'm getting paint out of it. So let's do... That's rubbish! Rubbish! Might be better off using actual white paint. Whoa! Whoa! Eh? See? The LCPD. No, I mean, did they ever say it was in Los Angeles? I don't know if the LCPD is made up. We know the LAPD. I wonder if LCPD was just an invention for, for television. Maybe. There's some stuff going on there that I don't know what it is, so that's that. Now his badge. He's like silver badge, actual badge. And there's just all shiny shit. And that. There's the badge we're doing. Might be running out of paint in this pen, actually. It's got paint in it, it's acrylic paint. Oh, that's alright. So, when you see that, the switch hands. Yeah, that's good. And some stuff going on there. And maybe to do his eyes. I mean, it didn't really make a difference, did it? Teeth. So let's do the underneath this bit. He's on a red car, a dark red car. Maybe it had wood panelling like a lot of cars did in those days, but I'm just going to do it like that. You got that. You got that. I kind of like that as it is. Yep. That works for me. As Hunter would say, works for me. So there we go. We've got 4 Shatners, 4 T.J. Hookers jumping over the building. There he lands, and that's when he's getting up from his forward roll. And then the classic cop show moment of diving onto a car bonnet and hanging on for grim life as the baddies try and shake you off. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I clearly have. Go and watch T.J. Hooker and go and draw him. See you next time.